I get asked a lot about probe tender. I show it in a lot of my videos, but you'd have to watch the whole videos, and if you're not really a Shirley fan or cook on other smokers, just thought I'd show you. I start checking around 200 degrees because every brisket will cook different. No one brisket will cook the same. My briskets are usually done around 205. But what you want to do is you can use a toothpick or a thermometer. I ain't even got it on. But you just need to start checking everywhere and see how it's lifting a little bit. It's going through, but it's not like butter. See how it's lifting the meat? Right there it's pretty smooth. This is just a flat. It's real smooth over there. But see how it doesn't lift the meat right there? That's probably done on that end. But on this end, how it lifts the meat, it needs to go on for a little bit longer. This one's at about 203. So I'm going to let it go a couple more degrees until it goes probe tender through the whole thing. But I just wanted to show you, this is how you know your brisket's done. And like I said, I'll be back in a minute. I'll put it back on for a few and then show you exactly it not lifting the meat, and then you let it rest and you'll have the perfect brisket. Never go by temp totally. I go by temp to get into a range, but probe tender with a toothpick or something like that is the only way to go. But I'll be back in a little bit and check this again. I'm going to check this for probe tender again. See if it's where I want it to be. Briskets are done when they're done. That's all I got to say. There ain't no set time, especially when you're smoking them. See, that's perfect right there. Barely lifting it. Goes through tender. See tender right there? It was tender on this end earlier. Not lifting the meat. That's the key thing. As long as it goes through like butter, it can lift the meat a little bit, but you don't want it just totally lifting the meat out of the au jus, which I call beef broth. But that's perfect right there. This is done. See how it doesn't lift the meat? Perfect. We're going to get this out of this au jus and let it rest for probably about 30 minutes. I don't let them sit a real long time. Some people put them in a cooler and stuff, but I'm going to pull this out and show you what the slices look like, and be back in a little bit, and this will show you how to do probe tender, and you won't never ruin a brisket ever again. Always go by this method, and since I've been doing it, I ain't run one yet, no matter how tough it is. Brisket flat's been resting for about 30 minutes, so I'm going to get it cut up now. Juices are flowing out of it. Man, look at that. It's just juicing. Not falling apart. Being able to cut it real thin. Like I said, people, go buy probe tender. I don't care what anybody else says. I used to run a lot of briskets. Believe me, I went through $500 worth of briskets till someone taught me to do this. And I can't even remember. I don't know if I seen a video or someone taught me it, and I have never ruined one yet. I don't care how tough it is. You cook the probe tender, it'll be edible. No one will say it's tough. I have never had a complaint here recently in the last years that I've been cooking brisket. Everyone always rants and raves. It's like, how do you do that? It's like, probe tender. People want to go by time. You can do that on ribs, but you can't do that. You know, ribs are more forgiving. You can't do that on a brisket. Wife's going to be disappointed because there ain't no burn ends. This is just a flat. That's all I could get. But at least I was getting brisket, and they're not skyrocketed prices like they were a couple months ago. Pull a piece out of the middle. Whew, still hot. Separate this. But I just want you to see, whew, man, that's hot. I just want you to see how it breaks away, pulls apart. Perfect brisket. Family's gonna be happy. But just to let you know, probe tender is the only way to go. Thanks for checking it out, and hope this helps somebody else. Thank you.